Hello everyone, welcome to Sharmit. In this session, we are going to discuss about another very important topic related to ngModel, where we will see how we can utilize ngModel directive with radio button and select dropdown. In our previous session, we talked about the text area and checkbox. Similarly, in project there might be a need where we are supposed to utilize ngModel directive with radio button and select dropdown in order to make the content synchronized. Okay, because we all know that with ngModel directive we can make a two-way data binding where both values are synchronized with each other. So by the end of this session we will be able to understand how to use ngModel directive with radio button and dropdown select. But before we proceed further, I would like to recommend you to please go and check out the previously released sessions first, because they all are in proper sequence and sync. So if you follow them sequentially, then it would be much more easier for you to understand the ongoing topic, because for time being we are just mainly focusing on how to use ngModel directive. Okay, alright, now how we are going to proceed? We will proceed in the very similar way. Firstly, I'll explain you the requirement and we will define the we will import the required module that is needed to import or to use ngModel directive. Then we will declare the required variable that we will be using for the demo of the session. Okay, and step by step we will write the code from scratch and we will also verify the output at the end. Alright, so let's go to app.component.ts file. Here in this file, firstly we will import the module. So if you want to use ngModel directive, then in that case you should import module that is forms module. So this is very important thing, okay, because if it is not there, it will not allow you to use ngModel directive. So we need to write here forms module. Once you write this thing, it will automatically add this line in your code, which means that your your forms module is imported, and now you are good to use the ngModel directive. Clear? Till here we just declared the module, we have imported the module that we are going to use for the ngModel directive. Now what next? After this we are going to declare some variable. So let's say I want to declare the variable with the name gender. Okay, and here we will make the type as string, assign the value as blank for now. Okay, alright, so now what I wanted to do, I wanted to make a radio button with this gender field, and according to the selected value I want to show the user that yes, this value is selected by the user, just for the demo purpose, so that you can see that both values are in sync. Okay, so let's go to app.component.html file. Here you can see one heading is already coming, which is Angular directive demo by Sharmit. So after this we will add another heading. In this heading we will write ngModel directive with radio button and okay, let's keep one by one. Okay, let's do it one by one. So ngModel directive with radio button. So this is our first point. Now here what we will do, we will create one radio button. So for that let me add label first. In this label we will define the input type and everything. So let's define the input. In input we will write type, in type we will write radio, and then we will bind this radio value with the ngModel directive. And for that you are supposed to use this banana in a box bracket, or you can say the syntax, where you can write ngModel. In ngModel we will write the value as gender, because this is the variable that we have already declared, and then set the value as male. So here we will write value male. Okay, perfect, and then we can put the label text here. Similarly we will define another label. In this label we will again define the input field and here we will set the type as radio, then again banana in a box, which is square brackets, and inside this parenthesis, then ngModel, then we will write here gender, then we will write here value, where we will set female. So this time we will set it as female, and after this we will set the text as well as female. Perfect. Now similarly, let's add another one which is for the third gender or other gender. So here we will write input. In input we will type radio, and then we will set the ngModel again. So here this example we are using ngModel for the two-way data binding only. Here this time we will set the value as other, and likewise we will keep it as here. Perfect. Okay, so far like what we did, we just created the radio button and then we are selecting the value. Now let's print the value as well. So here I will put BR 2 times for the break, and then I will write here let's put it as a paragraph. Okay, in this paragraph I will write value selected by user on radio button, and then we will use gender. Perfect. Now let's save it and write ng serve -- open enter. So it will wait for a few seconds, and then it will open the application if there is no error. Perfect. So here you can see the value selected by the user on radio button is blank. Now once I select any value, for example male, so you will see, okay, something is wrong. Let me check. Did I miss something here? So we created radio, input type radio, that is fine. Then ngModel, then we set gender, then value as male. Okay, so this is case sensitive and we made the wrong value. Okay, that's why it was not showing the error earlier. Perfect. And then you can see for female it is selecting female, for other it is selecting other, and at the same time it is updating here. And this is two-way data binding. That means if you made the changes in the code of component.ts file, it will accordingly work. For example, right now it is selected as other, so what I'll do, I'll select it as male and save it. So now you can see automatically this value is changed and this is selected. Clear? Perfect. Now I'll quickly show you another example where we will talk about the select drop down. So for that, let me copy paste the thing so that I can save my time. ngModel directive with select drop down. Drop down. Perfect. Here what we will do, we will simply create one select drop down. So write like this, select. We will bind it with ngModel. ngModel. Then we will write here select country. Okay, this is not defined, I will define it later. And then we will set the options. In option we will set value. In value we will write for example IND for India. Here I will write India. Then we will set the second and third option. So let me copy paste it to 2 times. Here we will write for example USA. So we will write United States. Then we will write here UK. Here we will set United Kingdom. Perfect. Okay, now you can simply save it, and let's go to app.component.ts file, because here we are supposed to define the country variable. In country we will write string and set the value as blank. Here also we will remove it from gender. Perfect. Now you can refresh it. So here you can see ngModel directive with select drop down. Here we have select drop down, let me print the values also so that you can see how it is working. So I'll just simply copy it here and paste it here. Let's copy break tag also so that things would be clearly visible. Okay, now here you can see selected by the user on drop down menu. On select drop down menu, and here we will write country. Perfect. Now you can save it, and here you can see when I select India, it is selecting IND. When I select United Kingdoms, it is selecting USA. In case of UK, it is selecting UK. Okay, so this is how we can utilize the ngModel directive with radio button and select drop down menu. I hope the session is clear to all of you. If you have any queries, questions, you can suggest in the comment section. So thank you for watching Tech Sharmit.